Hi guys, you have joined me on Sunday morning, hopefully not giving you whiplash or vertigo watching me walk to the gym. Just looking at the screen, I feel like it looks like I'm moving so much faster than I actually am because I'm purposely slowing down so as to not give you motion sickness. But I don't know if that's working. But I did just want to take out the camera, start this week's vlog. I'm hoping and praying, famous last words, to do a little bit more of a condensed vlog for this week's video. Just do a little bit of a spend the Sunday with me, spend the day with me on prep, 2 weeks out, and see what I get up to in just one day and not little bitty updates here and there. It's not going to be revolutionary, it's not going to be crazily different to what you've seen over the course of the weeks, but it will just be nice to just not have let the taxi pass. It will be nice to just see it all actually as it happens in one day rather than recapping here, there and everywhere. So yes, it is this morning. I got up a bit later this morning, a lot later. I got up at 6. Then I slept my alarm until 6:25, and then I did get up. Obviously weighed in, took my weight. I'm not doing a check-in today in terms of visuals, so I didn't have to sprint to the gym, which is great. So I just weighed in. I am now in the 46s, which is kind of wild because I'm pretty sure I'm now at my stage weight in and around from last year, which just blows my mind and doesn't make any sense to me because I was such a small human last year on stage, and I'm a bigger human now. I'm not as lean. I'm still very much aware of the work that we need to do to try and bring this look together for 2 weeks time. So yeah, I'm trying to wrap my head around the math and the science of that, but it's great. So weighed in, had my coffee, had my morning little juice, which was just Hydroflow, my electrolytes, apple cider vinegar and vitamin C. We ran out of glutamine. I would normally have glutamine in that. I have paused taking my Digestimax for the moment, so I don't have any fibre supplementation right now because of the roller coaster that is my digestive system. We are trying that out. I've done a lot of work as well this week on my own research around my GI, my digestive system, and different things that we might try, so I might cover that along the way today. And yeah, just let you in on a few things that may look a little bit different, potentially a few things that I am trying after having gotten some more insights and perspectives and chatting to different people about it. This is all very cryptic and hush hush, but yeah, there has been a lot going on this week in the background that I'm not fully going to touch on for a good while, but it is definitely a work in progress. It is definitely something that I am now not ready to just accept anymore, and I am trying to seek out my own next best steps to deal with it. But anyway, I'm nearly at the gym. We are in to train legs this morning, which is always a bit nerve-wracking when you haven't had any food yet, because I've just completely jumped topic, and after I had my little digestive juice, my morning juice, I just nearly got run over by an electric scooter. After I had my morning juice, I literally just sat down, updated my little daily tracker, chilled with Nick for a little while, and here I am. So no food, fasted training legs. Then I have 50 minutes of cardio. So this has dropped down. This had gone up to 75 minutes the other day, but it's now been pulled down a little bit. So that's the plan. Ideally get some posing in as well, because we are very close to show and I need to make sure I am doing it at every opportunity that I get. And then we can start the day. So it's 8:20 now. Won't be home before 11. But let's go and do it. When this is how I'm showing up to the gym, you know we're nearly there. I have leggings on under these tracksuit bottoms. I have a thermal vest on underneath my hoodie and my winter coat. Most of this will come off for the session, but she's cold now. You join me in the posing room, on the floor of the posing room. I have literally just jumped in here post workout. So it's 5 to 10. So that took me like an hour and 20 minutes or something to do a leg session, which is really good. But it's very descriptive of how the session went. I was humbled beyond belief by one 15-kilo dumbbell doing lunges, by 35 kilos on a side on glute drive, 40 kilos aside on the leg press. It was rough. I am not gonna lie to you, it was rough, but I'm just trying to remind myself that like I'm literally not building muscle at this point, and it's just my main intention at this point in time is just to ensure that I am connecting to the muscles as best as possible, and I am not just coming in here to just shove weight around for a certain amount of reps. Like, I am trying to pare things back and to think about exactly where I'm feeling the exercises and how I'm feeling it, and is there any way that I think it could be better, because I am a wonky bitch and I do struggle with connecting to. Honestly, it depends on the day. I was going to say connecting with the right hand side of my body, like specifically in my glutes. I kind of come away from every lower session a bit frustrated, but yeah, it does depend on the day, especially through my upper body. I was happier with my connection through my right hand side, especially in my glutes today, but definitely not perfect. And it is definitely something that I'm going to have to put a lot more time and energy into. I don't know where I'm finding the time in this off season of mine next year. Kind of relearning how to train, I think, and I don't think that's going to be a problem. I think that is going to be something that will be enforced quite strictly soon. Cryptic. So yes, I am literally on the floor of the posing room. I'm going to get changed into my bikini, I think, do a few rounds of comparisons and practice holding my poses for like a minimum of a minute at a time, to try and practice breathing and stuff like that and core control, because we know that is where I am flagging this year. And then do my routine through probably as well. I want to actually face away from the mirror, because I've been doing all my posing practice in the gym, all my check-ins in the gym this year versus in my room. I've had a mirror there this whole time, and there is such a thing of getting way too used to it, and I need to think, how does it feel? So I'm going to probably direct myself towards this wall and see how I get on. It's going to be very weird. But yeah, I'm going to do that. Then I will be on the Stairmaster for 50 minutes, and then I can eat. 3 hours and 15 minutes later, we have made it to meal number 1. We made it home. Please excuse everything about me right now. We're post cardio, we're post training, we're post walking in the rain, but we've made it to meal number 1, which is post workout, which has changed, I believe, since I last checked in with you guys. So we have, for our beautiful meal that was getting us through 50 minutes on the Stairmaster, 100 grams of chicken. So this is already cooked. I just need to do the maths. I think it's going to be about 68 grams cooked. From my memory of yesterday's meal, we have 3 rice cakes. We have 10 grams of peanut butter, which is now over the far side of the kitchen because Nick did a clean up. And I'm not going to go and get it until it's time. And 50... Let me double check. I don't want to be spreading false information all over the internet. It's either 50 or 75 grams of veg. No, 75. I was looking at the other chicken and veg meal. We have, so 3 rice cakes, 100 chicken, 75 veg, and 10 peanut butter. So all I need to do is put everything together. I'm going to put the veg and the chicken in the air fryer to cook / heat up for the chicken. Pop my rice cakes out. I'm going to weigh out my salt as well for the day. So I'm going to use this. I'm going to pop that on the scales and weigh out 5 grams of salt for today. Just because I know that we are going to be getting very, very strict on my salt intake over peak week, so I want to make sure I know what I'm having every day now. So actually weighing it out and spreading it out across my meals evenly for the day, not just twisting and going. So let's get this together. I will show you meal 1. And another thing I have to do today is send my measurements for my bikinis. So ideally I would have done that this morning, but hey ho, here we go. I'll make sure, I might actually do it in the evening because believe it or not, I tend to feel a little bit tighter in the evening in between my second last and last meal. So I'll leave it to the point where I'm really hungry and then I'll take the measurements. Because right now, post-training, post-cardio, post nearly 3 litres of water, the midsection is very watery. I don't know if we can even see anything. Let's go. Get meal 1 going. And the chef returns. Normally I do like to separate out my ingredients a little bit nicer than this. As we know, I talked about it in my last video. And this rice cake in particular looks very sad. But 3 rice cakes, 100 grams of chicken, 75 veg, bit of sauerkraut included there with my green beans for my best friend, my digestion. And then some of the chicken will be eaten on its own and some of it will go on the rice cakes with peanut butter, which if you haven't had, don't even try and judge me. So meal 1 done. Sunday check-ins done as well with my girls, which went really well. I'm so proud of them. I always love touching base with them in their weekly check-ins and obviously throughout the week as well. But especially the check-ins, because it's so nice to hear them talk about their wins and what went well during the week, and then be able to identify anywhere where they might need support as well. So it is super rewarding, and I love getting the chance to still do some coaching bits on the side alongside all of this madness. But meal 1 is done. It was beautiful, as always, as to be expected. But we are going to up and leave the 4 walls of this apartment. To get steps, because I have about 7,000 steps left for the day. I'm still on 12,000 steps, that hasn't changed. B, to get some food bits that we need. The main benefit, however, of my food right now is that I don't really need that many things at all in a shop. It's great. There's not a huge amount of variety for now, and some of the meals are the same is what I mean by that. So like I'll have chicken and green beans, for example, twice on my rest days, which I have 2 rest days coming up now because I'm in the office 2 days in a row. So it's really super handy. Just buy some of the same stuff. Always need to top up on berries as well, and egg whites. I'm saying this out loud so I remember it. So yes, B, to go and get some food bits for the week, and C, to hopefully get a few more show day bits. I'm gonna pop to Superdrug, or probably Superdrug in the centre where we're going to, and have a look for a lip combo, which I find quite daunting, I'm not gonna lie, trying to find the right lip combo for me. But I do know if that fails that I do have like a dark Penny's nude lip liner that I loved when I used to go out all the time, and obviously I'd be wearing darker tan, so if all else fails I can go back to that. I think that's somewhere at home, so I will have to check that next weekend. But yes, I will be on the hunt for a lip combo. I will also be on the hunt for nail polish, because I remembered as I was doing my posing today without my socks that I will have to paint my toenails. I still need to sort out a nail appointment as well, so that has to be done. And what else do I want to get in this shop? I think that's all. I think if anything, I might get a body moisturizer to start the skin prep side of things. Obviously I am ghostly pale, and I'm going to stay ghostly pale now, unfortunately, because I don't want to make skin prep any harder or tan prep any harder. So I might get a moisturizer, because I am terrible at putting on body moisturizer unless I have tan on. So lip combo, I'm already forgetting, lip combo, nail polish, and potentially a body moisturizer, and maybe my hair removal stuff. But again, I live in the middle of town, so I can pick things up here and there as the weeks go on. But I would feel very accomplished if I got those bits today. So let's go do that and then eat again. So we have in fact moved and been to the shops and home, but before I catch you up and do a little haul, which I won't be doing right now because I actually have to pop back out to 2 different shops. The moment everyone's been waiting for it, the variety I've been talking about. Are we ready? Meal number 2. It's 2 o'clock. Chicken and veg. But look at that. It's not green beans. I'm washed out. It's not green beans. Peppers. These taste like they're laced in crack to me right now. I had them yesterday as well. Incredible. I will give more background on why we're changing things slightly at some stage, probably not in this video, but yeah, I have 50 grams of veg, 100 grams of chicken, and I'm going to add 15 peanut butter drizzler on top, and that is going to be meal 2. Luckily enough, I started my meals later, so I can put the next 2 quite close together because they are no carb meals and they are not filling at all. So we will have these quite close together and then have 2 lovely meals in the evening, which everyone knows what they're going to be, but I'll show them anyway. I am so happy that I never put you guys under any illusion that I was going to be well presented on the videos at all from the very beginning. Now I don't have to justify myself, but I am just fresh out of the shower. It was a hair wash shower, as you can tell, I'm sure, because we need to wash my hair, but also I need to fully check the length of my hair when it is straight. I am very certain though that I'm going to need to get it cut, as I said earlier on. So I have eaten a meal. It is now 6 o'clock, so I'm not only on 2 meals right now. I did have my meal number 3 when I came back from going to the shops again, and that was just eggs, veg and berries. So you would have seen that in last week's video. It was literally 2 eggs, egg whites, veg and berries. I did add a little bit of pineapple in with my berries though, for diversity, variety, excitement. Very nice, very nice, went down really well. But before I make meal number 4, I'm just waiting for the kitchen. I said I would show you what I did manage to pick up today. So ASMR, Superdrug haul. So most of these things I did get in Superdrug. I also had to pop to Pennies because is Barry M not a nail polish brand anymore? Are there no affordable nail polish brands in the pharmacies? Because I was not about to spend €15 on a nail polish that I could spend €2 on. So we went to Pennies after. But just a few bits, nothing mad. The first things I got was 2. I won't take out. Sorry, this is going to be super noisy. 2 of my hair colours. So this is the colour that I'm going to use. This one I always use. Love it. Have no problems with it. Makes your hair so shiny. It keeps it really healthy. I've never had any issues with it. So I got 2 of those because she has a lot of hair. And they were on offer as well, which is great. On the topic of hair, I also got, ooh, am I gonna fall? No, I also got the Veet Expert hair remover cream. This seems to be a bikini line specific one, but I don't know if it's just the size of it. Oh no, it has like a little foam that you use before and after, and then a mini hair removal cream. So this I've been using all along. This is just the same as I always use. I normally have the big one though. I didn't know that. I didn't read what was in this, but that's fine. I'm sure it'll be absolutely fine, and since it's marketed towards the bikini line, even better. I will take that and I will trust that, and I know that I get on fine with Veet. So I'll use that for my bikini line, and I think that's the only place I use it. Last year, I think for like my shaving and everything, for my arms, I just shaved. And another thing that was a success that I went in for was moisturizer. I didn't really know what one I wanted. I just knew that I didn't want one that I had to stick my fingers in, so I got Vaseline Advanced Repair. I didn't smell it. It probably doesn't smell like anything. Not really. I probably should have used this after my shower, but I didn't. I seem to have lost my nail polish. It must be in my bag because I just took my handbag when I went shopping. So I did get an Essence white nail polish. I wore white for my toenails last year. I loved it. It's always a safe bet. It's going to look good with tan. Lip combos. I got 2 lip liners. I don't know if you're even going to be able to see the colours of them at all. Beauty Guru vibes. 2 liners and 1 liquid lip. This one is still on my hand. I swatched some colours in the shop, and this is after washing my hands multiple times and having a full shower. So yeah, it is tricky because you don't really know what it's going to look like until you're tanned. So I'm going to bring both, and I'm just going to bring my normal lip stuff and the Pennies liner I was talking about earlier on today as well. And then 2 random bits from Pennies, because we always get random bits when you go in. Socks. I got more socks because the living out with just a partner teaches you that you really need to build up your white washes, and even though I have no socks now to wear, there still was barely enough to scrape a wash, so I got some more socks, and these were kind of cool. They're like Vegas themed and casino themed. I just didn't want plain white ones. And then I am a sucker for a lip balm oil mask. Well, I've never actually tried a mask. This is obviously a ridiculous, rip-off of Laneige, but I got the Gummy Bear overnight lip mask. Very excited. As someone who has had filler in their lips, it just absorbs all of the moisture all the time, so I'm constantly putting on treatments and oils and balms. So this smelt gorgeous. I'm very excited to use it. But now I am even more excited to go and make my oats. As the prophecy, aka myself, at the start of this video set out, she did not in fact manage to keep the vlog to 1 day. Welcome to Wednesday! I am going to wrap up this video here. It is going to be officially the slowest, I was about to say the slowest, the quickest, the shortest vlog to date of the prep series, but I just want to keep this one contained to what it was, to spend the Sunday with me, to doing some more prep shopping, leaving it there, sharing a little bit of an insight into some slight changes that have been happening and will continue to happen. But obviously this weekend to come is a big weekend for me because it is my bikini collection weekend. I'm dyeing my hair, I'm doing my dress rehearsal with Hannah. What else do I have this weekend? I think that's all. I'm going to try and get my nails done for show day and just get ready, because from Sunday we are in peak week. In today's check-in we mapped out my training days all the way up to show day. Like it's so soon. So thank you for watching this. Since you saw me last, in the last clip, 2 minutes ago, I have just done 2 days in work, obviously working from home today. Nothing has changed too much, apart from on Monday when I checked in, Mike tweaked my macros ever so slightly for my rest days, which were my office days, due to digestion, shock horror. So we took away some fats because we're playing around with the idea that maybe I'm not digesting fats too well after we increased them the week before, it's a completely new thing to me because this time last year we were fat loading and I was loving life and everything was going great. So yeah, we did some changes, did some tweaks, more carbs, slightly more carbs. I'm only on 82 grams of carbs on a non-training day, whereas I was on, I think, 50. So I have rice in one of my chicken meals, which is amazing, and I still have my oats. And then on my training days, yeah, it's near enough the same. I'm on 90 grams of carbs. So we are digging. I think in the weekend's video, I think I will sit down and like truly reflect on everything, like the food that I'm on, the activity I'm doing, the training, how that's going, and like really start to take a step back and compare things to last year and chat about how I feel and the realities, and start to look forward to show weekend. Sorry if you notice a change in the noise. The air fryer just turned off there. But yes, one final thing that I am going to do today is I am also going to register for the second show on the same day as my first show. So I'm officially going to do a double whammy at Muscle Contest. Morning show, evening show, natural show, open show. We're going in. We're going for it all. Will I wear my 2 bikinis in one day? Who knows? You're going to have to stay tuned for show day. But yes, that is the big excitement of today. One more thing to tick off the list. I actually have goosebumps, so I'm going to do that when I wrap up work today and wrap up eating. Gonna get that registration in for the naturals show. Pay even more because you have to pay for drug testing at this one. Obviously, that will be an interesting one because they do like a polygraph, like a lie test, whereas last year at naturals I only had to do the drug test because I won. So it'll be very interesting. It'll take you long for that. Obviously not, you won't be in the room for if we do drug tests or polygraphs, but yeah, I will let you know and take you along with me for the experience. So next weekend is going to be crazy. 2 shows in one day. How do you keep a physique on? It's going to be a challenge. I can't wait. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. It was a little bit less of an eventful video, but I just want to show it all. I want to let you in on everything, take you along with all stages of the journey. That wasn't even English, but I'm gonna go because I need to make oats again, and I will chat to you in the next video.